Hello viewers, here I am with my new video, and in this video I have solved all the numericals of this chapter, physical quantities and measurement, because this is my personal feeling that engineering is impossible without physics. Similarly, physics is impossible without numericals. So never try to ignore numericals of physics. So it's my habit to make personal video on numericals also separate. I will take extra classes also when the classes will start for numericals. So let's see which are the numericals of this chapter. First question was, which of the following will sink or float on water when density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube? Body A having density 500 kg per meter cube, body B having density 2520 kg per meter cube, body C having density 1100 kg per meter cube, and body D is having density of 0.85 gram per meter cube. So now we have to decide out of these bodies A, B, C, D, which will sink in water and which will float. So let's see what I have done here. First of all, I have written this condition that if density of body is less than density of water, then body will float. Already I have explained you all these conditions in your last videos also. If density of body is greater than density of water, then body will sink. Okay, so let's start from question number A, sub question A. Since density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, but density of body A is given in kg per meter cube, so I have written value of density of water in kg per meter cube, that is equals to 1000 kg per meter cube. Even when you multiply by 1000, it naturally converted into kg per meter cube, and density of body A is equals to 500 kg per meter cube. Now you see both the units are same. This is the condition of physics. Whenever you are going to solve the sum, first of all must focus on the units. Okay, if there is need of conversion, you have to convert and then continue solving the sum. Okay, now you just see 1000 kg per meter cube is density of water, while density of body A is 500 kg meter cube. We can see that density of body A is less than density of water, so this will float in water. So I have written the same thing here. Since 500 kg per meter cube is less than 1000 kg per meter cube, that is density of body A is less than density of water, hence body A will float on water. Now we are coming sub question B number. Given that density of body B is equals to 2520 kg per meter cube, and this is greater than density of water. We know that density of water is what, 1000 kg per meter cube, hence body B will sink in water. Okay, now density of body C is 1100 or 1100 kg per meter cube, while density of water is what, 1000 kg per meter cube. Again we can see that density of body C is more than density of water, hence body C will sink in water. Now last one, density of body D is given in gram per centimeter cube, that is 0.85 gram per centimeter cube, while density of water in CGS unit is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Here I have explained with the help of number only that 0.85 gram per centimeter cube is less than 1 gram. Don't be confused about 1 and 85, children. This is 1.0 and here is 0.85. You may understand like this is 85% and this is 1 rupee. Okay, so 0.85 gram per centimeter cube is less than 1 gram per centimeter cube. It means density of body D is less than density of water, hence body D will float on water. Okay, now coming to question number 2. The density of water is 1.0 gram per centimeter cube. The density of iron is 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. The density of mercury is 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. Then answer the following. What is the sub question? A. Will a piece of iron float or sink in water? Will a piece of iron float or sink in mercury? First of all, we have to see what is given. It is given that density of water is 1.0 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, and density of iron is what, 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. First of all, we will check units are same. Okay, then whose density is less? Water density is less. It means iron definitely it will sink in water. So I have written here, since 7.8 is greater than 1, density of iron is more than density of water, therefore iron will sink in water. But when we compare density of mercury, that is equals to 13.8 gram per centimeter cube, and density of iron is 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. Here we can see that 13.8 is more than 7.8. It means density of iron is less than density of mercury, or we can say density of mercury is more than density of iron, hence iron floats in mercury. Okay, now see question number 3. The density of air is 1.28 gram per liter. As I have explained you in last video, that for fluids like gas or liquid, we represent density in gram per liter or kg gram per liter. Okay, so here what is given: density of air is 1.28 gram per liter. Express it in gram per centimeter cube and kg per meter cube. What we will do? First of all, we will write that since 1000 centimeter cube is equals to 1 liter. I think in my video number 3a on school id, the video number is 3a. On my personal id, it is video number 3 of this chapter, where I have given you the table in which I have given all the unit and their converted values. So there also you can cross check that 1000 centimeter cube is equals to 1 liter. Okay, so here is gram per liter, means what? Density of air is 1.28 gram per liter. It means 1.28 divided by 1000 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, why we did it? Because we converted liter into centimeter cube, so we have divided the given data by 1000. Now it is converted into gram per centimeter cube. Now I hope it is clear. When we converted liter into centimeter cube, we have to divide by 1000 because liter is at denominator place. Okay, per sign means this sign is for denominator number. Okay, so when we divide 1.28 by 1000, 3 zeros means this decimal will shift left side after 3 numbers, so 3 digits, that is 1 2 3. Earlier the decimal sign was here, so now 1 2 3, so decimal sign is here, so it is 0.00128 gram per centimeter cube. It means density of air in gram per liter is 1.28, but if we will express it into gram per centimeter cube, then same thing we will write like that density of air is 0.00128 gram per centimeter cube. And what about kg per meter cube? Then we knew that 1 gram per centimeter cube is equals to 1000 kg per meter cube. So directly what we will do, we will multiply this value with 1000. So I did that. Density of air is 0.00128 into 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, then we replace decimal, and after how many zeros are there? 1 2 3 4 5. So 1 and 5 zeros are there, so 3 zeros cancelled. So what is the remaining thing? 128 by 100. So for 2 zeros again we placed decimal sign here, and therefore 1.28 kg per meter cube is the density of air in kg per meter cube. So here your answer is over. Now let's see next question. Density of aluminium is 2.7 gram per centimeter cube. Express it in kg per meter cube. Okay, again what we have to do, data is in gram per centimeter cube, we have to convert it into kg per meter cube. So what we will do, we will multiply by 1000 to reach the answer. So I did that thing. Only density of aluminium is 2.7 into 1000. Now it became in kg per meter cube. Decimal is replaced, so here is 1, and after decimal there was 1 digit, so 1 0 0 0 cancel. This is 2700 kg per meter cube. Done. Now next question. The density of alcohol is 600 kg per meter cube. Express it in gram per centimeter cube. Again we have to follow the same rule. Earlier when the data was in gram per centimeter cube and we have to convert into kg per meter cube, then what we were doing, we are multiplying by 1000. Now reverse. So what we'll do, when we are going to convert kg per meter cube into gram per centimeter cube, what we'll do, we will divide by 1000, because we are converting bigger number to into a lower number. So we are going to do that. See what I have written. Same thing I have written, that 1 kg per meter cube is equals to 1 by 1000 gram per centimeter cube. So 600 kg per meter cube means 600 divided by 1000. Okay, so 2 0 cancelled, so 6 by 10 means 0.6 gram per centimeter cube, means density of alcohol is equals to 0.6 gram per centimeter cube. And here answer is over. Now next question. A piece of zinc of mass 438.6 gram has a volume of 86 centimeter cube. Calculate the density of zinc. What we'll do, given that mass of zinc is equals to 438.6 gram, volume of zinc is 86 gram centimeter, sorry, not gram, volume of zinc is 86 centimeter cube. Therefore, what is the formula of density? Density is equals to mass upon volume. So we divided both the things. 438.6 by 86, when you will cut it, you will get 5.1, and unit of mass was gram. For by, there is part sign, and for volume, centimeter cube. So it is density of zinc is 5.1 gram per centimeter cube. Now see next question. A piece of wood of mass 150 gram has a volume of 200 centimeter cube. Find the density of wood. We are having mass as well as volume. We will divide mass by volume, then it will be the density of the wood. So we are going to do that, but we have to find two answers. First answer will be in CGS unit and second will be in SI unit. So first of all, we divided the number. Density of CGS in CGS system is mass upon volume. So 150 upon 1000, that is 3 by 40. 0 cancel and 3 by 40, so 0.7. Here is 2000 centimeter cube. Okay, so we divided both the numbers. 3 by 40, that is equals to 0.75 gram per centimeter cube, and when you want to convert into kg per meter cube, that is SI unit, you just multiply it by 1000. See, I did that. 0.75 into 1000 kg per meter cube, that is the SI unit for density, and this is your second answer. Now next question. Calculate the volume of wood of mass 6000 kg if the density of wood is 0.8 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, we have to find out volume. Again we will use the same formula, that is density is equal to mass upon volume. We are having two values. Now density is given, mass is given, so by using same volume formula we will get the value of volume. Let's see how we'll do that. Mass of wood m is equals to 6000 kg. Okay, and density of wood is what? 0.8 gram per centimeter cube. We have to think again one thing, what physics says that first of all check the units. Okay, here is kg and here is gram. So what we will do, we will convert gram per centimeter cube into what? Kg meter cube. For that, what we are doing, we will just multiply by 1000. Now our value is in kg per meter cube. Now see, both are in kg. So now we may continue, we may utilize these two values for the formula. And what is the formula? Since density is equal to mass upon volume, so for by cross multiplication, volume will be here and density will be divided. Directly I have kept the values. For density I have written 800, and for mass I have written 6000. So volume is here and 800 is here. You just reduce it, cut all the numbers, you will reach here 7.5 meter cube is the volume of the wood. Okay, now calculate the density of solid from the following data. Mass of solid is equal to 72 gram. Okay, initial volume of water in measuring cylinder is 24 ml. Final volume of water when solid is completely immersed in water is 42 ml. And now try to understand that video. I have explained in that video also, where I have shown you, explained you about the video where I have used density bottle. Okay, so we are going to think about that video, and then accordingly we will solve that. What is given? Mass of the solid is given, that was 72 gram. Okay, then initial volume of water was what? That was 24. When we immerse solid inside the water, then the new volume will be 42. Earlier the volume was 24 ml, that was the volume of water, only water. When we immerse solid inside the water, then it rises up, and now it is showing 42 ml on the measuring cylinder. It means what is the volume of that solid? Volume of solid is equals to what? 42 minus 24. So I have written here, indicated that initial of water as V1, and initial volume of water is V1, and volume of water when solid is completely immersed in water, that is equals to V2. So I have written volume of solid is equals to V, that is equals to V2 minus V1. 42 minus 424, that is 18 ml. Okay, now we are having volume and mass both, so we can find out density. So I have written here that density, and first of all I have shown here that why I have written 18 ml is equals to 18 centimeter cube, since 1 ml is equal to 1 centimeter cube. You cross check my table in my third video. Density of solid is mass upon volume. What is the mass? 72 is mass. And what is the volume? 18 is the volume. So I divided 72 by 18, that is 4 gram per centimeter cube is the density of the solid. Now let's see next question. The mass of an empty density bottle is 21.8 gram. You just think, imagine a scene that you are doing an activity or practical, that you just weigh the mass of empty density bottle, and that is equals to 21.8 gram. Okay, when filled completely with water, it is 41.8 gram. It means what is the mass of water? This minus means this, that is 20 gram, right? And when filled completely with other liquid, not water, then it is 40.6 gram. Then what is the mass of liquid? That is 40.6 minus mass of the empty density bottle. Okay, now what we have to find out? Let's see the volume of density bottle and the relative density of the liquid. Since mass of the empty density bottle is m1, that is equals to 21.8, and mass of density bottle plus filled water in it is equals to m2, that is 41.8 gram. So what is the mass of water? I have written m2 minus m1, so it is 40 gram. Okay, density of water. So with the help of mass of water, we can find out the volume of water, and that volume of water is equals to volume of density bottle. That is the method how we can calculate the volume of density bottle. Generally it is written on density bottle also, but if someone will ask you, you yourself find out the density of the bottle, volume of the density bottle, then you will do this thing. Okay, so we are having mass of water, that is 20 gram. It means we are having one density bottle, and when we will fill it completely with water, mass of only water is 20 gram. Okay, and we know what is density of water? That is 1 gram per centimeter cube. You have to memorize this value. And with the help of these two, we can find out the volume of water. What is the formula? Volume is equal to mass upon density, because density is equal to mass upon volume. So we cross multiply. Volume is here, density is here. That's why I've written here volume of water is mass upon density. And what is the mass of the water in that density bottle? That is 20. And what is density of water? That is 1. So volume of water is 20 gram per centimeter cube. And this volume means what? That is the volume of that container. Which is that container? That container is density bottle. That's why I've written that is equals to volume of the density bottle. And this is also equals to volume of the liquid. Okay, because that is the capacity of the container. Okay. Now what is the relative density of second liquid? So for relative density, what I did, first of all, we got the value of mass of the liquid. I have written that m3 minus m1. m3 means what? Mass of empty bottle was 21.8, and mass of density bottle plus liquid was m3, that is equals to 40.6. It means what is the mass of liquid? That is m3 minus m1. So 40.6 minus 21.8 means 18.8 gram. Okay. And what is relative density of liquid? Generally we are writing relative density of any liquid is equals to density of liquid by density of water. I will show you that method also, but we are having another formula also. What? That is mass of liquid upon mass of water. Okay, so what is the mass of liquid? It is 18.8 gram. And what was the mass of water? 20. So when you will divide, you will get 0.94. No unit of relative density. So this is your final answer. I have solved the same thing by second method also, because in one video I have promised you that I will explain you how this came. If relative density of liquid is equals to density of liquid by density of water, how it is possible that it is also equals to mass of liquid upon mass of water? I am going to explain here by this example. Same answer with another method. Relative density of liquid means density of liquid upon density of water. Fine. Okay. And what is density of liquid? Density of liquid means what? Mass upon volume. Whose mass and whose volume? It's this liquid mass and this liquid volume. And density of water means what? Mass of water upon volume of water in density water. And if you will remember that volume of liquid in density bottle as well as volume of water in density bottle, both are same. That was 20. That's why volume are cancelled, and the formula is like that relative density of anything, any object, any solid or liquid or gas is equals to mass of that object upon mass of the liquid or water. Okay, because volume is always equal. We are comparing two objects on the basis of their masses for equal volume. That's why volume from the denominator is cancelled and only mass remaining things are there as a formula. Okay, so we are using here direct the values. Mass of liquid was 18.8. what was the volume of the liquid? 20. Mass of water is 20, volume of the water 20. So this 20 cancel and remaining thing is 18.8 upon 20, that is again equals to 0.94 and no unit for relative density. So here your answer is over. From the following observations, calculate the density and relative density of brine solution. Mass of empty density bottle is 22 gram. Mass of bottle plus water is equals to 50 gram. Mass of bottle plus brine solution is equals to 54 gram. Mass of empty density bottle is given, that is we have taken it as M1, that is 22 gram. And when mass of density bottle plus water is 50 gram, it means what is the mass of water? That is 50 minus 22. So I have written mass of water is equals to 28 gram. Okay. One more thing is given. What is that? Mass of density bottle plus brine solution, that was 54. So what is the mass of brine solution? So we will subtract mass of empty density bottle. So 54 minus 22, that is 32 gram. So this is the mass of brine solution and this is mass of water. So when we will divide these two, we will get relative density of brine solution. So see what I have written here. I have written that mass of water is 28 gram, density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So what is the volume of water? So volume is equals to mass upon density. Okay, volume is equals to mass upon density. Why? Because density is equals to mass upon volume. So cross multiplication. So I have used directly the formula. Density is equals to mass upon volume. Density is 1, mass is 28 and upon volume. So what is the volume of water is equals to 28 upon 1, that is equals to 28 gram per centimeter cube. And as I told you, whatever volume we have filled in density bottle, that is equals to the volume of any other liquid, because that is the capacity of the container. What is container? That container is our density bottle. So volume of water means capacity of the container. So this volume is also equals to volume of the brine solution. Therefore, what is the density of brine solution? So we will write mass of the brine solution upon volume of the brine solution. And what was the mass of brine solution? That was 32 gram and divided by volume, that is 28. So 32 by 28 is equals to 1.14 gram per centimeter cube. This is the density of brine solution. Let's see what is the next question. The mass of an empty bottle, that is density bottle, is 30 gram. Okay, it is filled completely with water, and 65 gram which is equals to 65 gram when filled completely with liquid. Okay, then what we have to find out? We have to find out volume of the density bottle and density of the liquid and relative density of the liquid. Okay, mass of empty bottle is equals to 30 gram. Mass of bottle plus water is 75 gram. Here one line is missing, so I will write it is filled completely with water, then its mass is 75 gram. That was missing here. Okay, that I was searching. Okay, so mass of empty bottle is 30 gram, bottle plus water is 75 gram, and liquid plus water is 65 gram. So what is the mass of water? It is M2 minus M1, that is 75 minus 30, that is 45 gram. Mass of water is 45 gram. Because try to understand, this is the mass of empty bottle. When we fill it with water, and again we weighed it, that is equals to 75. So what is the mass of only water? That is 45 gram. Similarly, for liquid, what we did, this is the mass of empty density bottle and this is the mass of empty bottle plus liquid. So we will subtract it to get the mass of liquid, that is 35 grams. So this is mass of liquid and this is mass of water in density bottle. and density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Mass is 45 gram per centimeter cube. With the help of density and mass, we will get the volume of water. So we put the value 45 by 1, so 45 centimeter cube, that is equals to 45 ml, because we know that 1 centimeter cube is equals to 1 ml. So what is the capacity of the container? This is the capacity. 45 ml is the volume of density bottle, and that is also equal to volume of liquid. So what is the volume of density bottle? We have now we got the value, that is 45 ml. And what is the density of liquid? So formula is mass upon volume. What is the mass of liquid? 35. And what is the volume of liquid? 45. So it is 7 by 9, that is 0.77 gram per centimeter cube, or 0.77 gram per milliliter. Whenever you will see that the question is about liquid or gas, you try to change it into milliliter or liter. If it is solid, then leave it. You can leave it in meter cube and centimeter cube. Okay. Now relative density of liquid is what? Mass of liquid upon mass of water. So what is the mass of liquid? 35. Mass of water 45. So we'll solve, and again same value will come, but here we are not going to write any unit because there is no unit for relative density. So it is 0.77. So here our numerical part is over, children. Bye bye.